Hello Mushkins, and welcome to the third video of Chrismush week. I will be posting a new video on our YouTube channel every single day until Christmas Day, so make sure you look out for tomorrow's video and also click the links in the description of this video to go watch the first and the second video of Chrismush week. In this video I will be reviewing a bunch of store-bought slimes that I bought at various shops, and I had a lot of fun reviewing these. Some of them were really bad and some of them were actually surprisingly good, so I'm really excited to show off what I got. First up, we have this whole box of putty scents, and in this box I got about 9 small little putties, and I've bought some of these before. I think in the last store-bought slime review video that I did, I actually reviewed it in there, and I really enjoyed these putties. They are quite difficult to handle, but the scents and everything are really good. And in this whole collector's box I got a bunch of new ones that I haven't played with or smelt before, so I was really excited to try them out. First up, we have this beautiful little mint chip inspired putty, and you don't actually get that much in the little container, but it's beautifully packaged and it's sort of just a nice slime to keep next to you when you are working or when you are studying and so forth, and they smell really good. This one was a beautiful metallic green little putty, and it smelled exactly like mint chocolate. It had a bit more chocolate than mint to it, but it was really pleasant. It is just quite difficult to stretch it and play with it, so you'll get a lot of thumb muscles if you play with this slime. And then next up we have this beautiful birthday cake or vanilla cake inspired putty, and this one is a beautiful metallic white pearl color that was just absolutely beautiful, and it actually smelled exactly like a vanilla sponge cake. It was absolutely delicious. And the other thing that I love about these putties is they come packaged in these really cute containers. I got this whole set off of Takealot, but I have seen them at Hamley's Toys at the waterfront, so you can just look online for these putties. Next up we have this beautiful blue putty. I think it's supposed to be scented like a water lily, but I couldn't really smell a scent with this one, but I absolutely loved the color. Next we have a cotton candy putty, and this one was my absolute favorite one out of the lot, and it's a beautiful lightish pink metallic putty, and it smells exactly like cotton candy. It's a very faint smell, but it's really pleasant. Next up we have cucumber melon putty scent, and I was really excited about this one. This one was a bright green putty. I was really surprised about the color. I didn't expect it to be this luminous green color, and the scent was also really good. It had a faint cucumber melon scent to it. Next we have a juicy pineapple putty, and this one was also really deliciously scented. It had a faint pineapple juice type scent to it, so it was really fresh and delicious, and it was this bright yellow color. And the yellow ones you'll see in the next one as well, the banana one, they were yellow, but they were kind of like, they didn't stick together as nicely as the other putties. They kind of had like a grainy type texture to it, and it was a little bit oily. And here we have the banana one. This one was also a bright yellow color, and it, like the pineapple one, it also had kind of like a grainy texture, grainy oily texture to it, but it smelled so good. It smelled exactly like those banana gummy candies. I was also really excited about this next one, the kiwi one, because the packaging for this one was just so gorgeous. This one was a bright green putty, and I didn't really smell anything with the slime, but it had a hint of fruitiness, but I don't really know if that's supposed to be kiwi or what it was, but it was still a really nice putty to play with. And lastly, we have Lavender Dreams. This one is a beautiful metallic purple putty, and it also smelled exactly like lavender. It was really relaxing to play with. I really do like these putties. They are so beautifully packaged. They are all unique and beautiful and smell so good. They are just slightly difficult to play with, but I think they are still really, really awesome. Next up, we have slimes from the Slime Lab, and I actually bought all of these from a shop called Musica, and they were all 90 Rand each, and they really caught my attention because they are so beautifully packaged, and I love the labeling, and they are really interesting colors and charms, etc. in all the slimes. So I was so excited to try these out. For my American followers, these slimes were about $6 each, and this first one that we have is a layered sort of crunchy clay and clear slime, and it was really difficult playing with this one at first because the foam beads were falling all over the place, and they had these little plastic separation discs in the jar that I had to take out first before I could mix the slime together. And I think they did this because it keeps the slimes nicely separated on the display shelf in the shop. So it was really unpleasant to take out these little plastic discs, but once I got them out, it was a lot of fun mixing everything together. The clear slime had a little bit of a oily feel to it, but overall it was really stretchy and probably one of the best clear slimes that I have felt that I bought from a shop. And once I mixed the clay and the foam beads together, it turned into a really nice stretchy, silky soft sort of semi-clay slime. Slime also had a faint chemical type scent to it. It kind of smelled like paint. I don't mind the smell that much because I quite like the smell of paint, but if you are sensitive to chemically smelling slimes, then I wouldn't recommend this one. Next, we have this beautiful blue crunchy clear slime that comes with this cute little duck charm, and this was also one of the best clear slimes that I have felt that I bought from a shop. It was really stretchy and fun to play with. The foam beads were a little bit difficult to mix into the slime because they put a lot of foam beads in, but once you sort of push it into the slime, it turns into a really awesome crunchy bubbly slime. And the other criticism sort of that I have is that it's really difficult getting these slimes out of the containers because they like to stick to the inside of the container, so it just takes a while to get the slime out to play with it. This one is my favorite one from this purchase. I love looking at this slime. It is so beautiful. It's a neon pink clear slime, and it's mixed through with some star-shaped glitters, pink strawberry Fimo slices, and lemon Fimo slices. It just looks so fresh and cute, and I also love the little lemon charm that you get with this slime. It's not the thickest slime ever, but it is super stretchy and holdable. Next, we have this super cute layered slime. It gets clay at the top with a layer of clear slime at the bottom, and it also comes with these really cute game controller charms that I fell in love with. I also love these two colors mixed together, the turquoise and the purple. It was really fun to mix together. Again, there was this plastic disc separating the two layers of the clay and the clear slime. That was really difficult to take out, and again the slime also stuck to the inside of the container, which was also not a lot of fun to deal with. But once I got everything out, it was a lot of fun to mix everything together, and it turned into a really stretchy, smooth clay slime. And lastly, we have another layered slime with some clay at the top and clear slime at the bottom. And I think this was an ocean-inspired one because it came with the cutest little ocean-inspired charms and a lot of pearl beads. And I loved mixing this one together. It was a little bit stickier than the others, but once I added a little bit of activator, it turned into this bright blue clay slime. Next up, we have this big bucket of metallic slime. I was really excited about this one. I can't remember where I bought it. I think maybe it was Toy Kingdom or something. I opened it up and it was this beautiful metallic purple color, and it had a really weird scent to it. I don't think I liked it that much, but it smelled exactly like pizza dough. It was very strange, and it was a super jiggly slime. I could stretch it quite far, but I couldn't do any pokes or bubble pops. Next up, we have these two little pots of slime that I bought from P&A, and these were about 57 Rand each, which is about $3.80. And the one was this beautiful neon yellow glittery slime, and the other one was this beautiful metallic gold slime. And they were both quite jiggly but still stretchy, so I couldn't do any pokes or bubble pops, but they were still quite fun to play with. And this neon yellow one was probably my favorite one out of the two. I love the vibrant color and the addition of the glitters in the slime. It was so pretty. Next up, we have this really cool triple pack of putties, and in this pack I got a magnetic putty, a color changing putty that was heat reactive, and a bouncy putty. So I was really excited to open up these ones. First up, we have the heat reactive one, and this is a purple putty that is supposedly supposed to change color when exposed to heat. So I didn't test this out. I tried to heat it up in my hands because I've had a putty like that before and it was quite reactive to the heat in my hands, but this one wasn't very reactive to my hands, so I think I should have put it in the microwave to let the color change, but I was too lazy to do that. But it was still a really stretchy putty. It kind of had the same texture as the putty scents that I showed off at the beginning of this video, but it's a little bit boring compared to those because it didn't have a metallic look to it and it didn't smell particularly great. And then next we have the magnetic one, and this one was also quite a boring color and it also didn't smell that great, and I also didn't have any magnets lying around to test the magneticness of this putty. So this is a really lame review and I'm really sorry, but if I were to choose between these putties and the putty scents, I would rather go with the putty scents. And to make this review even more lame, the last one, the big bouncy one, I couldn't actually test out because I couldn't open up the container. Trust me, I tried. Next up, we have these Gloop slimes, and you can actually buy these all over the place. I got these particular ones at a game store, and this first one is a blue stretchy slime, and it's called the super stretch slime, and trust me, it is super stretchy. You can stretch the slime so far, but it doesn't really do any bubble pops and you can't really do any pokes with it, so it's quite a jiggly slime but super stretchy at the same time. So it is quite fun to play with, but I prefer doing pokes and bubble pops with my slimes. Next we have this red jelly looking clear slime, and this one is the Zombie Guts Gloop slime. So in this clear slime you get a separately packaged little zombie that you can mix into the slime. I didn't really like this slime very much. It was quite sticky but jiggly and watery at the same time, so it was quite difficult to handle and it just kept sticking everywhere on my table. But I like the concept of adding the little zombie toy to the slime. And the glitters in the slime were actually also really, really pretty. Next up, we have this Galaxy Goo by Mad Lab, and I got this one at Toy Kingdom for 130 Rand, which is about $8.70. And I loved this one because it had this beautiful metallic shine of gold and green. So I was really excited to mix this one together. And at first, when I poked it in the tub, I thought it was going to be a really nice thick putty type slime. But as I started stretching it, it started breaking apart. So this isn't really a stretchy slime or stretchy putty. It's more of a holdable putty that you just regularly poke. But for me, I just actually liked keeping it in the jar and then looking at the color shift in the glitters and the metallic shine of it. Next up, we have this really cool sweet fluff from Yummers, and I got this one at Toy Kingdom as well for 160 Rand, which is about $10.76. So it was quite expensive, and I bought this because I loved the packaging and I was interested to feel if it feels like cloud slime or kinetic sand. And I think it was, in conclusion, a little bit of a mixture between both. It kind of fluffed up like a cloud slime, but it was made up of sand and glue, so it made my fingers quite sticky, which was not a very nice experience. But overall, I think it was a really cool concept and it fluffed up really nicely, so it was fun to drizzle and stretch. And you could stretch it slowly. As soon as you started stretching it a little bit faster, it broke apart much easier than a cloud slime would. And then the best part about this tub of sweet fluff is that it smelled exactly like candy floss. It smelled so good. And lastly, I would like to end off this review video by reviewing my favorite items that I bought from the shops. And it is these gross containers containing mac and cheese and chicken and lice goop. So I was really interested to see what these are and what you get on the inside of these really cool packaged containers. I bought all of these from a game store. I'm pretty sure you can get it at most toy stores though. So I was really excited to open them up and see what they look like on the inside. First up, we have slime getty and muck balls, and I was really scared to open up all of these containers because I wasn't sure if it was going to smell like rotten eggs or something, because they do say on the container that it's got smelly scents. So I was really scared to open it up, but excited at the same time because I wanted to see how they package these slimes and the add-ins. So with this particular one, I got a bag of this gross looking clear green slime, and then I got lots of these really cool looking spaghetti noodles and meatballs that looked really realistic. So it was just a really fun experience mixing it all together. And surprisingly, the slime part contained in this little container was not stinky at all. It smelled exactly like a mint chewing gum, so it was really pleasant. The little add-ins though, the spaghetti and the meatballs, didn't stick to the slime, so everything was just flying around while I was trying to mix it in. But overall it was a really fun experience and I really enjoyed it, and it was just really interesting to see what they put in this container. And then the other nice thing as well is once you are done playing with the slime, you can reseal it into the original packet and play with it again later, or play with it and squish it inside of the packet as well, which was quite fun. After seeing all the exciting things that were contained in the first slime that I opened up, I was really excited to open up all the others. This next one is called Snotberry Sneeze Cake, and inside I got this really gross looking multi colored slime, as well as some strawberry squishies and a bunch of little like flies and things that you can mix into the slime. And this one had a different scent to the one before. This slime actually smelled like shampoo, so it was really nice and pleasant, and I was really glad because I was so scared that this one was going to smell bad. So I was just really excited to mix all of these things together. And I also just love the packaging of all of these slimes, where they list all the disgusting facts of the slime inside. So all the little extras written on the package was a lot of fun to go through and explore. Next up, we have mac and cheese. I was really excited to open up this one. I think this was the first one that I grabbed off of the shelf. This one came with two different add-ins, namely some really cool squishy macaroni squishies, and then some little bug squishies that you can mix into this brown goo slime that looked super disgusting. And this one had a different scent to the ones before. This one smelled kind of like Sprite, like the fizzy drink Sprite. I know it sounds weird, but it smelled exactly like that. And I had a lot of fun mixing this one together. And as I opened up more and more of these containers, I got more and more excited for the others that I had left to open, because they were so interesting and cool, and they were just really fun to mix in. Next up, we have squish chowder, and I think this one is inspired by a seafood pasta, or was it the seafood stew? And this one was probably the grossest one out of all the ones that I opened up. In this little container, I got some milky pink slime, and then I got some of these orange little, they kind of looked like fishbowl beads, mini fishbowl beads, but they were squishy. And then I got these octopus tentacles that I got to mix into the slime. This one was slightly more liquid than the others that I opened up, but the add-ins were really cool but gross at the same time. And this one also had quite an interesting scent to it. It kind of smelled like a mint candy. And here we have the last two slimes that I will be reviewing in this video. I wasn't actually going to purchase all the different slimes in this range from the shop, but after opening up the first few and being so impressed by them, I decided to go and buy the last two. This next one is called Chicken and Lice Goop, and in this box you get this sort of orange looking clear slime, and then these little maggot looking add-ins that you can add to the slime. This one was quite a lot of fun to mix in, but still quite gross. And this one also had an interesting scent to it. It kind of smelled exactly like sunscreen. And then lastly, we have Boo Nana Scream Pie. I was really excited to open up this one and see what the add-ins would be. In this little container, I got some slime that smelled it. I actually really like the color of the slime. It looks exactly like caramel. And this one also smelled like banana. It actually smelled like what they said it would smell like. So this one was banana scented, and I got 2 different add-ins with this one. Some really cool squishy banana chunks and some squishy eyeballs. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed seeing all these different store-bought slimes that I discovered. If you want to watch more of these types of videos, I will link another one in the description where I review a whole host of other store-bought putties that I bought before, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next Chrismush video.